Hello everyone, Anna here. I'm back on today's day 4 of me being on the Cambridge Weight Plan diet, the one-to-one diet. And so far I have to say that I'm really pleased with how it's going. I was expecting to have a huge amount of detox symptoms on the very first few days. So they normally say that in day 1 to 3 you can feel headaches, flu-y, aches, stomach pain. There's a range of different symptoms that you can feel, but other than a headache, and I think it's primarily due to dehydration on the days that I hadn't been able to keep up with fluid up to a certain point. Other than that, I've been perfectly fine. When I had some water, then the headache went away all on its own, and it wasn't anything that was really severe and therefore really concerning. So it was really quite mild. So yesterday I had it was a slightly different day for me because I had a shake to start, and then I had 2 meals. I had the Thai spaghetti, the Thai curry noodles for lunchtime. It's kind of like a pot noodle type of meal, which was actually really tasty, really spicy, really nice. I really enjoyed it. And then we went to the cinema in the afternoon, so we forgot to take snacks with us. And I forgot to take I was going to take a pack of choc mint squares. So instead I just had water all the way through, and even though we came back and we ate later on, it was we had lunch about midday, and we didn't actually eat till 8, which is not ideal given that we went 8 hours without I went 8 hours without eating. And when I got back I had macaroni and cheese, and this time I put a bit of cracked black pepper over the top of it, and that made it really nice. I really enjoyed them. So that's definitely going to be a regular meal for me, I think. And then after that, I had the chocolate squares that I hadn't had at the cinema later on. So I went to bed feeling pretty full, having gone through the 2 meals in one day. But I just think that is the recommended amount for the day. So it's better to have the meals than to start holding back too much. So day 4, I've woken up. In theory, I should be out of my ketosis. I should be out of the symptoms, the detox symptoms, fully into ketosis now. I feel no different than I did yesterday. I had loads of energy. I feel like I'm desperate to go out for nice big long walks, to get active, to do things. So I've definitely been more active this morning than I have been in a long time. And what I'm noticing is that I sleep really, really well. I get up. I wake up without any problem between 5:30 and 6 o'clock. And before, I used to feel like I had to literally peel my soul off the pillow. That's how it felt like really trying to drag myself out. And even throughout the day, I have so much more energy. I really feel like all the way through the day, my energy is stable. I want to get up. I want to be doing things. I actually feel like doing more things than I ever have done. Before, I used to get to the weekend, it's like, okay, what we're going to do, really lack of energy, lack of motivation. And now I'm already thinking about what we're going to do the next weekend, and what can we do, how can we stay active, what kind of things are we even going to do this week in the evenings. So step away from just sitting down in front of the TV, actually getting out there, walking the dog. I think my dog's going to get more walks than she ever has done. So it'll be interesting to see how we all get. But so far, really enjoying it. That's I know I keep saying that, but I was expecting it to be really quite tough, and I haven't found that at all. Actually, I find that the meals are really filling. If you eat within 4-hour intervals, they will keep you going all the way through without feeling anything. And even if you go longer, as long as you drink water, that really ties you over. Water is key. It helps you to feel refreshed, energized, everything. Really, keeps the headaches away, etc. And yes, you do go to the toilet a lot. It's to be expected. But I feel so much better. I used to get really dry hands, and my hands have started to feel a lot better. Even the skin on my face doesn't feel as dry, and sometimes felt bit leathery, and they're feeling a lot smoother, a lot softer. So that's really positive. So we'll see how it goes. But so far, I'm really pleasantly surprised with how it's been going. So if anybody out there is thinking about doing this, I mean, I know that this is 4 days, but I can highly recommend it. And even, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing in weight loss. I'm hoping that it's going to be positive. It definitely feels good. It's too early to even have gone down a size or anything, but I feel lighter in myself. I have said full of energy about 5 times already. But it really is incredible the boost that you get from doing the diet, from having the regular products. And even though you think, okay, I'm only having 800 calories a day, because the meals have all the nutrients that you need for the day, they really keep you going. And the only thing I can think of is that before, my body must have been so stripped out of nutrients and everything that my body needed, that now it's like, oh, you're getting everything you need. You're ready to go, get going. So I'm looking forward to keep going. I'm looking forward to, crunching through the 12 weeks that you need to do it for. Right now, I don't anticipate a single problem in doing that. The products are so convenient that you can just take them with you wherever you want. And, you can work around different things. Yesterday, we went to the cinema that is in this big shopping centre, and you have to go past the food court to get to where the cinemas are. And yes, we smelled loads of food along the way. And we were going close to lunchtime, a late lunchtime. It was about 2-3 o'clock when we were going past there. But all the fast food places were on overdrive, so we were smelling burger, pizza, curry places, Chinese places, all sorts of food. And yes, it smelled nice, but actually the feeling of that food doesn't help me actually make my stomach churn a little bit. And it just meant that even though I could smell that food, I wasn't like desperate to have it, thinking, oh my God, how much am I missing that? And I wish I could have a burger or fries or whatever, or chips right now. I didn't want anything like that. I was like, damn it, can't believe I forgot my snacks. I'll just have water and that will keep me going. So that's the first time that I think I haven't really felt like I am missing out, or like I'm going to go back to that in the future either. It was like, that food does not serve me. This is helping me move forward, and therefore why would I even want to go near that? So that's a really different feeling, because in other times when I've done different types of diets, whether it's other calorie restricted, not as much as this, but other calorie restricted, or I've even done juice cleanse, and I did a juice cleanse for 60 days, which was great, but it doesn't really help you to transition back into food. So when I've done that before, I've always smelled food and I felt, oh my God, I really want that. And even though I knew it wasn't food that I should be eating, I was like, okay, maybe in the future I could be having that. Now it's like, why would I want to eat that again? So I don't know whether that's just psychological, whether I'm just far more motivated than I ever have been before. But I really felt like that serves no purpose to me, and this is helping me do well. So it helps me be in a really, really good headspace, and that's something that I'm really focused on and I want to stay on. So day 4, tomorrow I'm going to get weighed. I started with a consultant that lives a bit closer to me, that comes a little bit closer to us, because I wanted to get started straight away, but we're going to go to the clinic tomorrow. I'm saying we because it's myself and my husband that are doing it together, which is great. So we're going to the clinic tomorrow where they have different scales where they measure your body fat and everything. So I want to get a full checkup. I think that will be important to keep track of. So we're going to a different place. So even though it hasn't been a full week, it will be 5 days by the time I get weight. It will be really interesting to see what the results are tomorrow. But I will still be weighing myself on Friday because that's the day when I started the diet per se, even though it's at home. So I will have 2 different results to compare by, and don't know which one of the 2 I'm going to be tracking. I mean, at least the one at home, I know that it's always on the same day at the same time, first thing in the day without clothes. So that will be always the lowest you can possibly be. But if you weigh yourself at the same time consistently throughout the weeks, then at least you can give a very realistic perspective of what the actual weight loss is. And yes, of course, during the day you drink water, you have food, so you will go up 1 or 2 pounds, but that's to be expected. I just want to give a realistic point of view of where I am and what I'm doing. So keep watching, keep posted, leave me comments. If you got any ideas, any suggestions, please let me know. I will keep on posting how I'm finding it and my experience. I think it's super positive. So if you're thinking about doing it, all I can say right now is highly recommend it. But you got to make your own choices. So based on what I'm going through, I think so far is great. So thank you for watching. See you all soon.